What up, players? I'm feeling pretty good today, and I was able to turn the light off with my turn the light on with my Captain Hook hand. Obviously, I'm feeling much better today. My speech is way better today. There was a time earlier when I was talking to my wife, and I started to get a little like stuttery or whatever it was before. I forgot to get my tripod ready. I'm gonna set you there while I get this ready. But I was just like, I think, because we realized it was the anxiety, just talking about the trauma and all that, or anything around it that was causing it. Dang it, I meant to put this here. Oh. There we go. Okay. So, what was I saying? That felt weird. Yeah, so anything around the talking around the trauma or whatever, it just like would kind of trigger it. So then I was like, made it hard to not stutter and stuff when I talk. I'm gonna do the fire. I just had a little scare because I was trying to get that on, and then it moved weird, and it made me a little weird. But obviously, I'm able to handle it better now, which is great. I think so. Am I good? I think I'm just freaking out a little bit. Wow. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Hang on. I only got one hand. We'll go back to the old times. Do the fire. I'll have to plan this better next time. My face is like right in the ash bucket. Yeah, I was talking to my friend earlier, and there were a couple times where it's like it sort of started. Oh, look at that flannel belly. It like sort of started. I'd kind of like lose my train of thought for a second, and it would make me like anxious, and then it was just like it went away. So that was good. It was good, but much better, obviously, because if you guys saw my last few, it was just like I think I'm trying to use this other hand too much. So let's not do that, huh? Set you guys over here. I should set you guys up. I've had a lot of energy today because I slept really well. Sorry, lighting is not good. I will try and plan this better next time. Bam, bam. Yeah, that's pretty good. That'll work. All right, so, oh look, you can even see the wood burner fan. So, yeah, you guys probably saw I made a bunch of little shorts or reels or, wherever you follow my stuff the most, Instagram or YouTube. So it'll start popping a lot. That wood's still like live. I should probably wait for this. I think I was just super excited to vlog and not be stuttering. So, yeah, anyways, I made a bunch of little videos today, and I even turned on my studio computer, and I was able to, I got a little bit of editing done. It was the song that was strange. The song I was working on the last two lives, the end of the second live I started working on a new song, but see, it still happens, but I think I kind of did this before, but my brain would just fire so fast. I could just, I don't know, it just kept moving. I was working on a different song at the end of the last live, and I had to cut it short. because it started. We're like in the middle of a snowstorm. We were getting a bunch of snow, and my wife needed a ride. She doesn't like driving in the snow. So, anyways, the song I had mostly been working on those lives, I opened up today and just listened to. I'm really happy with it. I feel like there's some things I want to change, but I mean, what's the saying? It's like a project's never finished, it's just abandoned. You know what I mean? Because I mean, I could sit there and probably tweak it like all day. But I did that for a little bit. I kind of got frustrated because it took forever, and in my recording software, I memorized like all of the keyboard shortcuts, so I'm able to just like boom, boom, bam, bop, bop. Did you guys hear that sound? That trending sound with the dudes washing their trucks. I was able to, since I know all the keyboard shortcuts, I'm like able to just edit real quick. I got really, really good at it, and without doing that, or without having that hand, I can't do that. And it was just taking too long for my. It's really hard. You know what I mean? It was like, you're like in a hurry, like in an airport or something, and someone's just in front of you, not in a hurry. You can't get around them. You're like, get out of the way. But so I have to have my mouse on the left side. So then I have to use any of the clicking. I know I can switch the mouse buttons, but I'm trying not to because I think it'll just mess me up later. And I'm already getting used to it, to be honest. But sometimes I'm like clicking on something, like, why isn't it working? Because I'm right clicking. But that's probably the hardest part, is just using my left hand as the dominant hand now. But the this hand, I have to stick this marker in the little whatever you call it, so I can like, because a lot of times I gotta hold like option or command, and I'm just like, and then click, like in my software, like you have to hold option. If you like click and drag, it'll copy it and paste it. Hey, what's up? You okay? I want to make sure my kid was okay. She's good. She's good. I think she didn't realize I was making a video and she got shy. So, but yeah, so that was hard to do. So I was just kind of like, it's like someone, walking slow in front of you. So I was just like, I started getting ideas for little short videos, just little jokes and stuff like that. Yeah. So I made some of those, like pros and cons of being a one-handed musician. I got some more I want to do, but I made like 5 today, so I posted a couple. Didn't want to post them all at once, but this way I just, if I'm not feeling good tomorrow, I'll just have some and I can keep posting. And man, since posting those stuff again, and honestly, I tried a few times, or no, just I made one, but I haven't posted it yet. It may be posted by the time you see this vlog. But I made like a short video that was just like, what was it yesterday? It was like, do you ever wonder what a punk rock version of such and such song would be like? I never thought of it, but check this out. And then I put a clip of my music video in. When I do little videos like that, I got to think of more ideas to get like people to just stop and watch, I think. Because a lot of times, like when I do that, I'll get like a few, like sometimes even just like one follower, and then that person will comment and be like, dude, this is awesome. And I'm like, hey, thanks. Do you use Spotify? And it's like, cool. And then if I get a couple more plays that day, then I'm keeping it, like I'm staying, for lack of a better word, like relevant, I guess, until I can figure out what the heck I'm gonna do. And of course, I get, it's like 0.3 of a penny per play from Spotify. I think it's like half a penny from Apple Music or something. So, but every little bit counts. So that'll be good. And I was in the positive barely last month, but I was. So I think if I can just keep doing that, and as I'm like figuring out how I'm gonna do um, the original album and stuff, I'll be good, and I'll just keep documenting it. And yeah, so feeling a lot more positive today. Not that I was feeling negative, but it's just like that talking thing was really like the anxiety, you know. Once I was aware that's what it was, I was just like, okay, I know what it is. So all I got to do is just like breathe and we'll be good to go. So, man, other than that, I'm still getting a lot of texts and stuff. I appreciate all of you guys texting me, and obviously hard for me to text. I've been using voice to text, which isn't great. But the calls, man, it's been great to just talk to everybody, and I've been making sure I'm hanging out with my kid more, and which I'm gonna just wrap this up pretty quick and go do that, because it was something I was already trying to do before. I don't want it to be like, oh hey, because this happened, now we can hang out more. I don't want it to be like that, but at the same time, it really changes your perspective, because it's just like, I keep telling my friends, it's like, man, you think you're just gonna get old and go in your sleep or whatever, and it's just like, nah, literally anything could happen to a perfectly sort of in shape, healthy guy or gal. So yeah, I want to make sure I take advantage of that while I can. And honestly, I was already trying to do it before, but now it's like forcing me to more, and then it's just finding like a better work-life balance. Never really had that. So yeah, that's good. I think that's really it. I was able to schedule my follow-up appointment. I think yesterday I said I had to do it within 10 to 14 days, or I had to have one within 10 to 14 days. And they weren't able to do it. They didn't have anything open, which I thought was weird. I'm not sure how that system works. It's like, if you got to get someone in 10 to 14 days, and this is the surgeon I got to go to, how are you overbooked? I don't know. They were able to get me in. It's like 3 weeks from now. So the max was supposed to be 14 days, so 2 weeks. I guess that's okay. I don't know. I don't know what they have to do for the follow-up. But yeah, so I realized too, because I used to chew, and years ago I started using the tobacco-free pouches. Started at like the highest milligram, and I was weaning myself down. But for the last like 2 years, I've been on the lowest like milligram, the tobacco-free pouches, and I just couldn't stop. And then over the weekend, didn't have those. Didn't even think about them, to be honest. And then came home Sunday night, and then Monday, it was a little different morning. We had a snow day, and I just happened to see them there, because I'm thinking like, okay, business as usual. Let's go figure out how to make a record. And I saw them there, and I popped one in, but I noticed I had been not using them as much and taking them out. And then I also realized that I think it's what's making me feel anxious. Like, it's not the only thing, but it's a big factor. So I was like, okay, cool. So all I got to do is next time remember, because the last time I had one in, I started feeling like the speech was, like my chest was feeling heavy, and I was going to have to start breathing, focusing on my breathing and stuff, And I was like, all I got to do is remember that, and then I won't want one So I'm like, cool, another positive thing that came out of this. Because I started. I'm 38, and I think the first time I even dipped was sixth grade. I mean, it wasn't like, you can't buy, you're not old enough to buy it, and you have to hide it from your parents. So it wasn't like all day, every day, or anything like that. But yeah, quite some time. So that'd be a good habit to say see you later to. Um, and it'll save me like $20 a month, so that'd be great. um, yeah, it's really not much, but uh, let's see. Follow-up appointment, music, made videos today. Hung out with my kid after school. I got her off the bus, and she kind of likes to chill out by herself when she gets home. So she did that, and it was perfect timing because then my friend called, and we talked for like an hour. And then when I got the phone with him, I walked over to the next room. Kiddo was in the playroom. I was like, "Hey, you want to do something?" She's like, "Yeah." So she showed me some videos on YouTube and whatnot. So, shoot, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, I guess I'll just call it here. I appreciate the support. I I say all the time, I'm gonna end it here, and then I start saying something else for like 10 more minutes. A few of you have said you've used my Amazon links. My affiliate link in the bio. If you haven't seen that, the way it's supposed to work is you click on it, it takes you to Amazon, and then I think it's whatever, if you don't have anything in your cart, when you click on the link and then put stuff in your cart, I get kickback on those items. It's delayed, I think, at least a day. I don't know. I'll let you guys know, but someone else let me know today that they used it, and I checked, it wasn't showing today. So thank you for using those. I don't know how much kickback or anything I get off of it, but we buy our paper towels and stuff like that through there. So like my wife's been trying to remember to use it. And what else? And I mean, just if you feel like listening to my stuff, please listen to it. Like and share the videos. The views and stuff are still going up. It hasn't really dipped or anything. So once I can get to hit that marker again on YouTube, I can get ad revenue from that. So everything's still going. I'm staying positive. I'm trying to use my handicap as a challenge and just, make it work. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, I hate saying this. A few people have asked, so I just want to make it streamlined. I'd rather make stuff and earn my way back into the YouTube ad revenue and stuff like that. My Venmo and Cash App are in the bio. Thank you for everyone. I don't expect it. I'd rather, if you want to do that, I'd rather like the Patreon thing, because then at least it forces me to stay creative and make something, and whatever. So, but and merch is in the bio. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks so much for everything.